In this guide, we will show you the working image of the Vivo X200 UFi PD2465 UFS ISP Pinout and test point. By using the ISP Pinout, you can easily restore the stock ROM, bypass FRP lock, remove MDM lock, repair a dead boot, or reset user data on your device via UFi Box, Jtag, and Flash64 Box. In this guide, we will also guide you on how to connect the ISP Pinout to any UFS programmer box. If you are a mobile technician or micro-soldering specialist, and you get devices that are bricked, locked, or not being detected on a PC, the ISP connection is used, which is connected directly to the UFS chip. In this post, we will share the tested and verified Vivo X200 UFi ISP Pinout, what it is, and how to connect to it and easily perform your repair and recovery tasks. What is ISP in system programming? In simple terms, ISP allows you to access the eMMC chip without having to remove it. You simply have to identify the correct pinout of the board and use a supported UFS eMMC tool such as Flash64, UFi, Jtag, or Medusa Pro to attach it directly. ISP pinout is useful when the phone is dead, black screen, no boot, no charging. FRP is locked, and you can't use ADB, fast boot, or OTG bypass. You need to dump firmware from a working unit to repair a dead one. You're working on a boot repair or partition restore. The phone is detected as unknown in PC, EDL not working. Vivo X200 UFi UFS ISP Pinout image. The reason it's valuable is the ISP Pinout, because it is a CPU drill solution. This process needs to drill into the CPU layers to access data lines, as the required lines are visible on the PCB layer. The test points are located on the main motherboard, near the UFS memory chip area, as shown in the inset image. To get to the points, you might have to scratch away the protective mask or remove a small section of the EMI shielding. UFS ISP pin labels you need: RST, reset. TXOP, transmit data positive. CHON, transmit data negative. ARCSOP, receive data positive. ARCSON, receive data negative. GND, ground, connect to any ground point. Update note: we're in the process of verifying the latest Vivo X200 UFi ISP Pinout under actual repair lab conditions. As soon as the new image is confirmed, we will upload it to this post. Stay tuned to this post for updates. When repairing dead boot problems, especially on devices like the Vivo X200 FE, the Jtag Plus and UFi Box dongles are great for mobile repair. They are important for scenarios where the phone has been incorrectly flashed, does not display the startup logo, and is no longer responding to power. Required tools for ISP Pinout. Make sure your bench is set up with the right tools before making jumpers. UFi Box, Jtag, or Medusa Pro. 0.1 mm, 0.3 mm jumper wire. Fine tip soldering iron. Isopropyl cleaner, IPA 99%. Soldering flux. Multimeter, for checking continuity. How to connect Vivo X200 UFi ISP to the UFS box. Remove the battery from the phone. This is extremely important to prevent voltage conflicts. Clean the PC board area with isopropyl alcohol. Connect jumper wires to RST, TXOP, CHON, ARCSOP, and ARCSON points with care using solder. Connect the wires to your UFS eMMC tool, following the tool's pinout. Double-check each wire using a multimeter to ensure there are no shorts. Connect to UFi or Jtag. In the UFi or Jtag software, select Identify UFS eMMC. Now use the operation you want: user partition, special task, reset FRP. If you have the right connection, you will see the UFS chip information in the tool window. FAQ. What is the Vivo X200 UFi ISP Pinout used for? It helps you connect directly to the phone's UFS storage chip without removing it from the PCB. This is useful for fixing a dead or bricked phone, bypass FRP, Google Lock, or MDM locks. Repairing boot loops and flash stock firmware. What tools are needed for this process? You need a professional UFS programmer box and accurate soldering tools. Boxes: Easy Jtag Plus, UFi Box, Medusa Pro, or Flash64. Tools: 0.1 mm jumper wire, a fine-tip soldering iron, and a multimeter. Is this a CPU drilled solution? Yes. For the Vivo X200 FE, finding the data lines normally requires carefully drilling or scratching into exact layers of the PCB CPU area to identify the hidden connection points. What if my device isn't detected? Recheck your soldering for loose wires. Check the wires are as short as possible to prevent data loss. Verify that you have correctly connected the GND, ground,